Welcome to Synthetic Worlds, where we peel back layers of history to reveal the hidden engineering marvels of our past. The Great Wall of China is not just a stone barrier, but a complex machine of war, science, and survival. For centuries, we viewed this structure merely as a border, but modern technology has finally unlocked its most guarded secrets. Today, we move beyond the myths to explore the advanced chemistry, architectural genius, and tactical brilliance of the ancient builders. From the secret passages discovered recently to the chemical composition of the mortar, every brick tells a story of innovation. In 2022, a breakthrough occurred when researchers applied high-resolution, three-dimensional scanning technology to the seemingly solid walls. What they found changed our understanding of ancient warfare, revealing over 130 secret doors hidden in plain sight. To the naked eye, these sections appeared to be continuous defensive walls, impossible to distinguish from the rest of the structure. The architects designed these secret exits with a paper-thin layer of brick on the outside, camouflaging the opening perfectly. Inside these hidden tunnels, soldiers waited patiently, ready to break through the thin barrier at the exact moment of engagement. The enemy would focus their attention on the main gates, never suspecting that a counterattack could launch from the solid wall. With a single strike, the defenders could shatter the disguise and flood out onto the battlefield, flanking the confused enemy forces. This tactical surprise allowed the defenders to encircle the enemy, turning a defensive siege into a devastating and aggressive ambush. This discovery proves that the Great Wall was not a passive shield, but an active weapon designed for dynamic warfare. Beyond the secret doors, the wall possesses another superpower. Even modern heavy machinery struggles to demolish these ancient, stubborn structures. For decades, engineers were baffled by the incredible durability of the mortar, which is harder and more resilient than modern lime. Researchers finally cracked the code by analyzing the chemical structure, discovering an organic ingredient that belongs in a kitchen, not construction. The secret ingredient was sticky rice soup. The builders mixed this starchy food with slaked lime to create a revolutionary mortar. The sticky rice provided amylopectin, a complex carbohydrate that controlled the growth of calcium carbonate crystals, creating a compact microstructure. This was the world's first composite material. It required diverting massive amounts of food to the construction site to ensure durability. This organic-inorganic hybrid material possesses incredible mechanical strength and water resistance, far surpassing the pure lime mortar used in Europe. The sticky rice mortar allows the wall to endure centuries of earthquakes, as the material actually grows stronger over long periods. The bond is so tight that weeds cannot grow between the bricks, preventing the root damage that destroys most ancient ruins. This culinary innovation is the primary reason why the Ming Dynasty sections of the wall still stand tall and majestic today. However, with such massive construction comes dark legends. The most persistent myth is that the wall is the longest cemetery on Earth. Popular culture claims that millions of workers were buried inside the wall to act as guardians, but science says otherwise. Engineering logic dictates that decomposing organic matter would create voids, causing the massive heavy walls to collapse from within. The ancient builders were obsessed with stability. They would never compromise the structural integrity of a defense line with rotting matter. Archaeologists have indeed found mass graves of workers, but they are located safely adjacent to the wall, not inside it. Quality control was so strict that every brick bore the name of its maker. If a section failed, the maker was punished. While the human cost was tragically high, the wall was a project of pragmatic engineering, not a ritualistic burial ground. Leaving the mountains, the wall extends into the Gobi Desert, where builders faced a critical problem: a complete lack of stone. In this barren landscape, they could not use the brick and mortar method. Instead, they invented a brilliant composite technique. They created a structural sandwich, alternating layers of compacted sand and gravel with layers of local tamarisk branches and reeds. The branches acted like modern rebar in concrete, providing tensile strength to the compressed earth and preventing it from falling apart. Workers would pound these layers relentlessly, compressing the loose desert materials into a solid mass that could withstand sandstorms. The secret binding agent here was the saline groundwater. The high salt content acted as a chemical hardener for the soil. This rudimentary concrete has survived for over 2,000 years, defying the harsh erosion of the relentless desert winds. It demonstrates the adaptability of ancient engineers, who used whatever materials were available to solve impossible logistical challenges. But a wall is useless if you cannot communicate. The Great Wall was also the world's first high-speed information superhighway. Stretching thousands of miles, the commanders needed a way to transmit urgent military intelligence faster than any horse could gallop. They developed a sophisticated system of visual signals, using smoke by day and bright fire by night to relay messages. Legend says they used dried wolf dung to fuel the fires because it produced a thick, dark smoke that rose straight up. This dense smoke was crucial for visibility against the pale sky, ensuring the signal could be seen by the next tower. They utilized a primitive binary code. The number of smoke columns and cannon shots corresponded directly to the size of the invading force. Like a fiber optic cable made of light, the signal traveled from tower to tower, covering hundreds of miles in hours. This system allowed the capital to receive precise reports of an invasion within 24 hours, a feat impossible by courier. This rapid response capability meant that reinforcements could be mobilized and dispatched before the enemy could breach the outer defenses. The Great Wall was not just a passive barrier, but a fully integrated communication network that connected the empire together. Yet, despite the sticky rice mortar, the secret doors, and the smoke signals, the wall ultimately failed to stop its greatest threat. Genghis Khan and his Mongol hordes did not need to destroy the wall with brute force or advanced siege technology. History records that the Mongols simply bypassed the engineering marvels by exploiting the most fragile component of the system, the human element. Through bribery and betrayal, the gates were opened from the inside. The wall did not fall. It was simply unlocked. This serves as a profound historical lesson. The most advanced technology in the world is useless if the people operating it fail. The Great Wall remains a testament to human ingenuity, a masterpiece of civil engineering that conquered mountains and deserts alike. From the molecular bonds of sticky rice to the strategic brilliance of hidden tunnels, it represents the pinnacle of ancient science. Today, it stands not as a military fortification, but as a global symbol of perseverance and the immense scale of human ambition. Thank you for watching Synthetic Worlds. Remember that even the strongest walls cannot stand without the loyalty of their guardians. Join us next time as we decode more secrets of the ancient world. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's take a closer look at that molecular bond again. The organic starch acts as an inhibitor, preventing the crystals from growing too large. This compact structure is what gives the ancient mortar its legendary water resistance, protecting the inner core from erosion. The wall was also a training ground. The width of the roadway allowed 5 horses to gallop side by side. To get materials up these steep cliffs, builders sometimes tied bricks to the backs of goats, herding them up the mountain. Advanced drainage systems were installed to channel rainwater away from the base, preventing the soil from softening and destabilizing. Under the moonlight, the wall takes on a different character, a silent dragon sleeping across the ridges of the mountains. Defenders utilize powerful repeating crossbows and primitive cannons turning the wall into a deadly platform for projectile warfare. Life for the border guards was harsh and lonely, miles away from their families, enduring the extreme weather of the frontier. What we see today is mostly the Ming Dynasty wall, but the history of fortification stretches back over 2,000 years. Despite its strength, nature is slowly reclaiming the wall. Roughly 30% of the Ming structure has already disappeared. Preservationists are now racing against time, using the same ancient sticky rice recipes to repair and stabilize the crumbling sections. Some sections have even been submerged by modern reservoirs, creating a surreal underwater landscape where history meets the present. While crowds flock to the restored sections, the wild, untouched parts of the wall hold the true spirit of antiquity. These wild sections offer a raw glimpse into the past, where the battle between human engineering and nature continues silently. Intricate carvings of dragons and clouds protected the soldiers spiritually, adding a layer of supernatural defense to the physical barrier. As the sun sets over the Gobi, the earthen ramparts remind us of the millions of lives dedicated to this project. If these stones could speak, they would tell tales of terror, boredom, heroism, and the thunderous noise of ancient warfare. From above, the wall resembles a stone dragon, a spine that stiffened the resolve of an empire against the northern winds. At Synthetic Worlds, we see this not just as history, but as a precursor to the mega engineering projects of our future. Like the pyramids of Egypt, the Great Wall stands as a defiant challenge to the erasing power of time itself. As our scanning technology improves, we can expect to find even more hidden chambers and secrets in the coming years. The study of the Great Wall is now a multidisciplinary effort, combining history, chemistry, physics, and digital data science. In the silence of winter, the wall looks peaceful, masking the violent purpose for which it was originally designed and built. Yet, every spring, life returns to these battlefields, covering the scars of the past with a blanket of vibrant flowers. The story of the wall is a duality, the triumph of physical engineering versus the fragility of human trust and politics. Civilizations rise and fall, borders shift and change, but the Great Wall remains as an anchor in the flow of history. It is a reminder that we are capable of building things that outlast us, preserving our legacy for future generations. If you enjoyed this deep dive into ancient engineering, please subscribe to Synthetic Worlds for more weekly scientific explorations. Let us know in the comments below what other historical mysteries you want us to unravel with modern science. We are Synthetic Worlds, bridging the gap between the ancient past and the digital future. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep discovering the hidden truths of our world.